Okay. So 18 months ago, the foundation of how we live our life was being rattled. And the way that this virus came in and the uncertainty around it and how things began to shut down with no end in sight and no real leadership showing us which way to go, I realized that there could be a mass panic in people just from the aspect that they had no previous reference of what to do in a situation like this. And when we don't know what to do, when the future is very uncertain in our own reality, one of the things that the human being does is they go into fear. So the fear just didn't consume their mind, but it rattled the foundation of what they thought was going to be permanent forever, and that was how to survive in their own lifetime. And then everything began to change. So I thought to myself, how can I be a benefit right now? How can I actually be a light in the darkness that was coming into everybody's life? Give some direction. Take the gratitude and what I've learned in my own life and help other people kind of relieve the pressure and the pain, but really give them an actionable idea and teach them a way to think about what was happening so that they can manage their own individual life. So I came up with a program that literally got into teaching people how to think in an uncertain time when they feel uncertain in their body and there's uncertainty everywhere in the world with no real leadership. How can they lead themselves out of a situation that seems extremely terrifying for many people? Businesses by the thousands were shutting down. Well, the people that were hearing this message and learning how to think different about it, not only were they able to stay in business, but they were able to see opportunities that they had never seen before. The challenges spawned them to find more benefit in the restriction and not be restricted by it, which was absolutely fantastic because those businesses exploded. We saw people double, triple, quadruple the amount of business that they did before. Wherever there is a problem, there is an equal or even better benefit on the other side of it if you understand how to think through that problem. For a brief period of time in that 18 months, it actually started to look like we might be pulling out into some really good answers and possibly some clarity. And what happened was just the opposite. I'm literally seeing 10 times the amount of uncertainty out in the world than there was when this first began. The problem that we have now is there's so much fighting about what the truth is, people literally don't know what to trust. But I see something that's even more dangerous, and that is a lot of people are going into denial, meaning they're so tired of living in the anxiety of not knowing what to do, they don't want to look at it all anymore. So I felt that it was very important to revisit this on a completely upscaled level so that we can really get back to having something solid so that we actually have some direction and some idea of knowledge of how to grab a hold of our life, get control again, so that we can make very powerful decisions and choose for ourselves. Here's what you can see on the channel. There's going to be 4 days of lessons starting on September 20th. I'm going to be doing 60 minutes of teaching, 30 minutes of Q&A, only if you join me live. And information on how you can join me live you can find in the description. So what I would like to do is really look at how best can I help you in this situation during a crisis. And one of the main things, the first thing is, how can I actually make a decision? In order for you to be able to follow through and stick to it, you're going to have to learn how to regulate your emotions. And that's the second thing that I want to work with you on. The third thing would be to show you how to not only use time productively, but give yourself the best result with mastering time in your life. So then how do you become resourceful? It's actually a skill set, and I'm going to show you how to do that. And then the next thing that I want to address is, how can you become an extraordinary leader during a time of crisis? I invite anyone watching this now to subscribe to this channel and turn on your notifications. That way you won't miss a single one of these teachings. Check out this video to start learning how to navigate uncertainty in 2021. See you soon.